welcome to March Marks. Today I'm going to be making a sandwich with crispy, crackling pork joint from Farm Foods. I'm going to be having that with some cheese, some piccalilli, some sweet corn, everything that you've probably seen in the title already. So, I'm going to be using my new favourite tiger bread. There we are. I like this stuff. It's they put a little bit of Marmite on it, which is not my favourite, but it's very, very light on the Marmite. About 120 a loaf. Let's get to carving the joint. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to... It's been out of the oven for about 5 minutes or so. I've taken the... there's a big piece of, like fat along the outer edge. I've taken that off. I don't like to be having that on the, on the sandwich. It's still a bit hot. I'm wondering whether I should leave it for a few minutes, but I'm not gonna. And this knife needs sharpening. It's best if you have a really, really sharp knife. Cut this through so much easier, and with a sharp knife you get to cut it real thin as well, which is always a bonus. There we have it. Just a few more slices. Okay, I'm going to do a few more. Okay, now we're going to grate some mature cheddar, just the Co-op's own brand. Yeah, I never go for the expensive cheeses. It's just find one you like. But yeah, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a decent cheese. This tastes perfectly fine. I'm using the cheese, the potato peeler on the cheese. Some of you regulars would have seen this before. If you want uniform slices or ribbons, perhaps, of cheese, it's a whole lot better than using a knife, where you get all different sizes and shapes and thicknesses. There you go, it's all uniform thinness there. Okay, just go ahead and take a bunch off there. Yeah, and also, if you grate the cheese, you've got the danger of the cheese rolling off the bread because it's such small pieces. Whereas these ribbons, they're flat, so they don't roll. There you go. Right, that should be enough. Now, 2 slices of tiger bread with some utterly butterly. Now, the first ingredient is going to be the sweet piccalilli. This is made with cauliflower, silver skin, onions, and gherkins. It's very nice. It gives a very, very good sharpness to any meat sandwich. It's very delicious. I've used this a few times. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. Yeah, it's got a sharp taste due to the onions, but it's a sharp crispness. Anyway, as chutneys go, it's very nice. Okay. Putting a good amount on top and bottom slice. Now, on top of the sweet piccalilli, I've cooked some sweet corn in the microwave. It's very simple. Take some frozen sweet corn, put it in a bowl, half filled with water, in the microwave for about, 5, 6, 7 minutes or so. Whatever you like, whatever it takes. I've got a cheap ass microwave. It's 700 watts, so it's going to take longer than other microwaves. Now you take your sweet corn, you spread it over the 2 slices, and the sweet piccalilli will glue it down to the bread, you see. Very nice. Okay, that's down on there. Next ingredient, slices of pork. There you go. You don't have to go too mad because you're going to put a layer of pork slices on here. Then you're going to be putting the cheese. Remember the grated cheese or the sliced cheese. Put a bunch of that on there. Basically, and flatten it down. Put as much as you can on there. It's all good. Now time for some more pork. There we are. And whatever bits of scraps of cheese is left. Just place that on the top. Okay, it's looking good. Now the last thing is you take your sweet corn encrusted slice of bread here and try and turn that over before it all falls off. Okay, we lost some there. That's fine. And let's take a look. There you go. Actually, I should have showed you a close up before I put the top on it, but that's fine. The sweet piccalilli is starting to ooze out the side, but that's fine. And let's cut it in half. Turn this around. There you go. That looks very nice. There's the inside. Well, it's cut in half. Yeah, the sweet corn makes it look extra special. There we go. Okay. Now let's try this out. Give it a taste test. Okay, let's try it out. Yeah, it doesn't hold together very well. I must admit, there's a lot of moisture in there. All right, let's give it a go. Very nice though. Yeah, there was for some reason, I don't know, the sandwich didn't hold together very well. I just stuffed some ingredients back in. But it tastes really good. I think at the moment I'm getting this cheese. I'm getting the sweet corn as well. I've mentioned before how the flavours come in waves. The sweet corn is a nice addition. I wasn't tasting it first of all. Adds for a little bit of crunch. A little bit of change of texture. and the chunkiness of the Piccalilli coming through. Very good. I don't think I've ever put, unless it was a tuna and sweet corn sandwich, I don't think I've ever put sweet corn in a sandwich before. Very nice. If you fancy something different, you know, with a few different ingredients, you can't go wrong with this. Yeah. I've used this meat before. I've used the Piccalilli sauce or chutney before. The addition of the cheese gives it a good mature cheddar flavour. Sweet corn gives it a bit of texture, a little bit of crunch. Very good. This combination does work, in my opinion. So it's well worth a go. If you like this, please hit the thumbs up. As always, I'm going to put a few links in the corners. One of them being to my allotment. I've got some chickens. So if you fancy having a look, click on that. Otherwise, there'll be some in the corners. There'll be some other meals that I've been whipping up. Okay. Well, please click on those, and thank you for watching.